All right, this is Nick from Bridge City Sessions here with Chris Finster and Chris Whaley from Knockdown. What's up, dudes?
What's going on? How y'all
You guys
doing?
You guys been doing fucking music during the quarantine?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff at home. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to get together too often. Quarantine life.
No.
I've been doing my own quarantine sessions.
we haven't had a session for fucking like a month and a half. It's fucking weird.
That's super weird.
We're used to like 2-3 bands a week.
Is the recording space getting all ghostly in there? Not having people in there?
I mean, it's me and Nick have been here the whole time. So
what's that big instrument in the hallway I always hit on the way up or down? The spooky instrument. It's like piano
spooky
string.
Instrument? Yeah, it's a piano. Well, it's like the upper deck of a piano.
Man, you haven't heard that in the middle of the night yet, have you?
Yeah, I sampled that the other day actually for the intro of a song I'm gonna release soon.
Dude, that's
a fucking video or whatever. But yeah, it sounds fucking dark, dude.
Yeah,
you get all those
everybody's
strings.
Always hitting that thing.
Yeah, every time I walk up the stairs, I feel like it's like I don't have OCD, but I feel like that's my one OCD thing I got to do when I walk up the fucking stairs.
Exactly. Every time I go up there, I had to. Every time.
You know what's funny is that used to be in my room. Like when I first moved in, it used to be where my conveyor dryer is, but I moved it because I wanted to make more space in my room and not have this big ass, piano thing behind my dryer.
Yeah.
And I put it out in the hallway because that was the only place I could think of to put it. And it's just kind of that. Yeah.
It's kind of the arrival doorbell, if you will. It lets everyone know that someone's coming up because everyone has to do it. It's just too cool.
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
I think it's pretty cool, actually.
Jordan, one of our camera guys, he made this shit. Kimchi powder. Yeah, it's like he takes it and dehydrates it and then grinds it up and you can put it on your food. It's fucking dope.
That's cool.
Basically, it tastes like spicy cabbage. Your fermented cabbage is good.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I've been I'm sitting here and I've actually had a lot of mixing that I can do to keep me busy, luckily. But I sit here and kind of vacillate between fucking doing mixing and then avoiding mixing. Like, I don't know why. And then fucking try to write songs or write riffs because riffs are fucking dope.
Because riffs are fun and mixing it's tedious.
Well, mixing is rewarding when you get it right, but until it sucks balls.
Yeah, well, you're super good at it, so I mean, it doesn't take long. So it's one of those things that you could just be like, I'll come back to it.
Mixing is one of those things that you're never good at it. It's fucked up. I'm trying to be good at it.
There's always something new to learn or add or figure out.
Yeah, styles change. People want different shit. Like I'm mixing this one band called Triple Lutz. They're a local band, and I did like what I would do to it. And I was like, man, this sounds fucking great. Hey, Chris, good job. You really did. You did a great job. I sent that shit off like fucking, dude, that is zooming down the line. Hot fire. And fucking, man, they did not give me the dial-on request, dude. They were fucking like, this isn't it at all. I'm like, Yeah, we want it more raw, more edgy. I'm like, shit, okay. So I got to go back to the drawing board. I mean, I don't know what raw and edgy means.
What does that even mean?
Well, that's exactly right. Like if I heard something, so they're gonna send me some examples, and
when I hear more raw,
emulate that, I guess.
I envision something with lo-fi bass. It's not booming.
No, and it sounds boxy a little bit.
Your guitars aren't perfectly in tune.
Yeah, that might be it. Actually, I mean, maybe that's what they want. I don't know.
I know.
I kind of get my signals mixed up sometimes because I'm still trying to find my identity as a mixer sometimes, and I'll probably never stop that. And then I have to kind of cross pollinate that with the fact that this is a customer service based thing. So there's I wouldn't say it's conflict, but to intertwine those things is more an art form than the craft itself, I think.
Well, it's good though, because I mean it's just going to constantly evolve.
Right, and that's the big takeaway is keep chiseling.
I think a lot of these guys
don't take it personal and keep chiseling.
Yeah,
these guys that want this raw sound, I feel like they're just wanting to go back to like the roots of where things were, and things have evolved. Things sound way better now than they did. Right. So I think that raw sound doesn't have to be as shitty as possible, but maybe just, just kind of go back in time a little bit because shit.
I don't think it's shitty. It's just lo-fi, I think, is what I'm getting from it. Like, straight to a tape back in the day. Didn't Dave Grohl buy that old machine? It's from old recording studio he used to work at.
Yeah, he bought a fucking Studer, man. That's an old tape machine. Yeah, what my big takeaway is about like 30% of like who I mix or fuck with, the big, quote is that 90s sound. Now, having grown up in that era, I think I already kind of inherently do that to some degree. But I mean, like Nick said, all this stuff is so new and you can do anything you want without having to have a big board and all this shit. You can just do it in this fucking computer. So like, I'm really big on new tech. I love studying what's new, what's fucking in, like what makes things easier, better, faster. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, bigger, better, faster. Fucking, it's a Kanye song, I think. Bigger, better, whatever. But yeah. So when somebody asks me to go rewind, I kind of have to like just stop my shit, and stop my bullshit, I guess, and just go back. So that's kind of what that's about.
Yeah, stop me on that bullshit.
Stop me on that bullshit, dude. Stop trying to be good and fucking be bad, dude.
Chris, can you just stop me for a minute? Is that possible?
I don't think so, man.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, fucking the riffs has been good. I've been ordering way too much take-in just because I'm too fucking lazy to cook. And
they made it easier. Quarantine.
I did find something new that I really like though. So this shit is cool. I usually fuck with Gatorade a lot, like because I drink. I try not to drink too much, but when I need some kind of pick me up at the next day, I found this stuff. It's called Noon. It's kind of like Airborne tablets. They're like little discs. You ever seen Airborne tablets?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like it's an effervescent basically. It's like an Alka-Seltzer type of deal.
Some water or something.
Yeah, it's got like your whole day's vitamin C and all this shit. No sugar. Well, it has 1 gram of sugar per disc, which is nothing. And then it also has electrolytes and shit, and you get a whole tube for like $5. Pretty cool. So I've been fucking with that a lot. That's been my drink of choice during the old COVID-19.
Dude, Pedialyte's the go-to for me for recovery. But honestly, Pedialyte doesn't really taste phenomenal to me.
Tastes salty.
It's very weird, and they tell you not to it's not supposed to be super cold, but I don't care, and I put it in the freezer and let it get real cold, and then you just put that bitch into a cup with some ice. Oh man.
Oh, like because if it's cold, the salt isn't soluble.
Yeah,
it takes longer to have its effect. Yeah, it's like trying to. Have you ever tried to fucking melt salt in cold water? It doesn't work that well. That's probably why.
It's probably more placebo than anything, but it works.
And honestly, that's probably placebo too. But you know what? If I could spend $5 to make my mental health a little better,
but placebo really works though, so I don't care. Something
fucking does, dude. If you feel like
it does.
Dude,
your brain is very powerful. So if you trick it into thinking it's working, it does.
I think my neural network thinks that I'm better. I'm good.
Hey, I'm gonna have to stop you on your bullshit.
Yeah, well, yeah. You helped out. It's your fault. I've been having this weird thing like for the last couple months to where fucking I don't know. Maybe you guys can relate, but I've never had allergies much before. But my eyes are always fucking like draining now. They're always itchy and irritated.
Dude,
it just like developed an allergy.
No, dude, I have allergies bad. And since it started getting hot here, like the last 3 weeks or so, oh man, I've been having it bad. I woke up this morning and my eyes were so watery.
Yeah, and like you got crunchies and shit, and it's like a whole thing.
It sucks, dude. Honestly, I hate sneezing more than anything because then I automatically have to blow my nose, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so this happened like 4 nights ago. I was playing WoW, World of Warcraft. I'm like, dude, this shit is tight. We're in a rage. Like, I can't fucking wait. And fucking, I'm just like, yeah, this shit's dope. And fucking, so I go over there and I get a big sneeze, and I'm like, and usually when I sneeze, I kind of enjoy it. I'm like, dude, hot shot! I like put my voice in. It's like taking a shit. It's a mouse shit. So I get into it, and I just feel like right here. I'm like right here. I just feel this like tear, And I'm like, oh, that's not normal. And so I got another sneeze coming because I'm doubling up, right? I'm like, oh, and my second sneeze, I'm just like, oh! And so, like, since then, like, I think I just, like, pulled a muscle. But dude, that's some old guy shit. That's some fucking old guy shit. And I'm not down with it. I don't back it. I don't fuck with it.
So check this. So, Chris, check this out. Right after I came in the studio and you told me that story, I went into my studio and I had to reach over in my cabinet in a weird, awkward angle. And I had to hold myself up in such a weird angle to try to, like, reach in there and my muscle cramped up. And I seriously fell to my knees, and in my side, in the same area, I was, like, on the floor for, like, fucking 5 minutes trying to, like, let my muscles rest because
it was in the other room on the ground.
Yeah, right after he told me that.
Really?
Dude, like not like minutes after, but I'm saying like a day after or something. It was some fucking bullshit.
I feel
my muscle.
That's a long time to lay there. Really that bad? Damn.
My muscle cramped up, and I had to let my muscle relax because the more I was tense, it was like not letting up. Like, so I had to like sit there.
I got a question for y'all. Do you guys ever get muscles that like start like doing their own thing, and you're like looking at it going,
"Oh yeah,
what are you doing now?" What is that called? A spasm, or is that
I think
it's like a twitch.
I think. I want to say that it's like a deficiency in nutrition deficiency or something. Maybe in your muscles are spasming.
Tell us that. Forget it. No, I don't get those. No.
I've heard of it. I've never looked it up. So
this arm, I'll wake up and it'll wake me up. I'll be like, "What's going on? Something on me?" And I'll look down at this motherfucker, and it's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?" Yeah, I'm like,
like when your eyes twitching and shit, your eye will just be twitching.
Yeah, I was gonna say I usually either get it on like my eyelid.
I've seen people have it. I've never had that.
Or I usually just have it like on my leg somewhere.
Oh, okay. I've never had it anywhere in my body until like in the last month, and I look at it and I'm like, I feel like I have company in the room. Like I'm hanging out with myself. Like I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
The eye one is annoying though, because it just seems, even though it doesn't last long, it feels like
an interview. You're like, yeah, for sure, I'm definitely going to be a great employee for you. Oh yeah. Fuck, this isn't normal.
Yeah, it's annoying. Constantly,
we'll call you.
Go away.
Yeah.
Born life, you start realizing how old you're getting. You start realizing the little things.
Oh, I know. I know how old I've been for a while.
Sneezing and you get pain, twitching.
Yeah. I think fucking the stuff you do online with the acoustic stuff is cool. I gotta tell you, like many other artists, I feel bad for you, man, because he started to build up some steam.
I know.
With full acoustic, I'm Chris Whaley doing acoustic stuff thing, and then poof.
Yeah, that went away seems very quickly because.
Well, it's not going to be gone. It's just
it won't be gone. It just feels that way. Yeah, the momentum for sure.
Yeah, you built some good momentum though. You guys started getting shows and shit. So man, I feel bad for you.
I canceled quite a few acoustic shows.
Yeah, you had a bunch booked. You had flyers and everything. Chuck.
The couple I was most bummed about. I was supposed to play with Old Cross. They're from Portland. I was at a couple shows with them on their tour. And then I was supposed to play at the Stockton Arena again for the Stockton Heat, the minor league. NHL.
I mean, that's probably going to be back on, though.
Yeah, I'm sure these will all happen again. And then
that email,
was supposed to play with that show with Michael Graves for Misfits.
I swear, man, anything, and this goes out to anybody that watches this, especially for you, like anything you had booked, stay on that email hot, because I think this whole shit's going to turn around pretty quick, and you don't want to lose those gigs. I think those gigs are still going to happen. They're just on hold.
Yeah,
you'll still get them back.
I don't know, man. From everything I'm reading, it just seems like shows will not happen this year.
Everybody's doing the online shows. How are you kind of stuck to your phone as your only camera? Because if you got a decent enough camera and condenser,
that I use sometimes. I also have my computer camera. Honestly, my phone is one of the better ones. As far as it's just
I actually
consistent.
think the quality of your videos is fine. I mean, not to shit on what you're saying, Nick, because honestly, I think it's a
Well,
good point. If
what
the
I'm saying is,
better your shit looks,
let's
it's better. But
Yeah, for
you
sure.
can do a live set for people, and we can feature that on our channel, and you can put it on Facebook and all. I mean, that's what everybody's doing. So I mean,
Yeah.
all the festivals, they did like fest sets even
I
with
did
live
one
stream shows.
recently. Yeah, I did one recently. That was pretty cool. Like dudes from 10-foot pole and.
yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, no. When this first started, I was really on the live streams. I was consistent. I would do one like every couple days, and then try and throw in a lot of new covers. So it was always
Man,
something new.
Mhm.
Knockdown has a lot of fucking fans up here. You know that?
Dude, Portland and Washington are
They
some
got
cool.
love for you, bro.
Yeah,
Serious.
It's pretty cool.
There's not
Yeah.
there's not a lot of bands that have such a polished sound, that's just like really well done. Like there's a lot of, there's a lot of good bands out there, but they just don't have that fucking knockdown sound. So it's a unique thing.
You guys come out the box and produced. It's like I didn't do shit. I gotta tell you one key thing though. One of my favorite people in the world. You did a record here. I love the man. His name is Gary Dean from a band called Stab in the Dark.
Yeah, I know.
You know Gary? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. There's no way you couldn't. But man, that man, he is the biggest
Good dude.
knockdown support. He is a good dude. He
I was
fucking
gonna
is.
say, I've had quite a few people message me saying that Gary introduced us to them.
That guy
Or
is
introduced to
cross-pollinating
us.
you guys single-handedly. Fucking frankly, like that's rad, dude. That's like I need
Yeah.
fucking to clone Gary like times 6 million, and fucking and so I can retire, dude.
Dude,
Well,
that's the goal. We just all need to
if it-
retire.
If it wasn't Gary, it was me for sure too, because
Oh,
I
me too,
fucking
me too.
could not get enough of that.
I feel
that
like that's a
man.
record that okay, so this happens all the time. I mean, producers much bigger than I am. They'll do like a big band. They'll sell millions on each. And then they'll do a band that's literally better than both of those two big bands. Just way fucking sicker. And nobody bites.
Nothing. Yeah.
It happens.
I
happens.
know.
I
It's
mean,
just
in my
really hard.
discography alone, I look at it and I'm like, how the fuck did that not blow up? Like, what the fuck? And I wouldn't say that that's the case about Knockdown. What I think is like every time you release a record, sometimes you'll hear these stories to where, man, nobody even heard the record for like a year, 2 years, 3 years. It sat there and then somebody picked it up. The right person grabbed it. And it's like they realized what it was, and then you know what I mean? I feel like that's one of these records, like to where eventually someone's gonna go, "Oh shit," and then boom.
That's what I was telling Tony too. Is like it's just hard to like start really. Like I mean, we've been a band for almost 4 years now, not super long.
I mean, but that's okay. I mean, it could be 1, it could be 11. The fact is you guys are doing the work though, and you deserve any credits you get. That's fine.
I will say though that like it's not like wasted time, but we went through a lot of crap over a couple years of us being a band that really set us back as well.
Really?
Just legal stuff and just a lot of things really. But
this business can be a total trench. I mean,
the whole lack of bass player thing probably kind of put a mental stress on you guys too.
That sucked. Like we were still doing really well as a 2-piece. We got a lot of great feedback, but you still know like we didn't get taken too seriously. Like we were still getting like really great shows even as a 2-piece, but it's just you just know it doesn't get taken that seriously.
Right.
Like there's people that don't play music that see us and of course they love it. Like it's amazing how cool you guys are as a 2-piece, but
I feel like Knockdown in the 2-piece iteration had almost like as far as perception, as far as like the musician base around you had like two auto strikes against it. One, the obvious one, you didn't have a bass player. Okay, so people are going to discredit, right? Yeah. But you guys are better than 90% of bands. So then you got hate on top of that.
Exactly.
And that shit doesn't really play that well. And if you got bands just going around talking and hating, that doesn't really make fans, you know?
And we did.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Obviously.
Plus, you're in Stockton, you poor bastard.
Oh yeah, no, dude.
Life ain't fair.
It's been tough in Stockton, honestly. We have a lot of friends here, but it's I won't go too much into that. But
don't go into it. Yeah, but that's a double whammy, though. I think social culturally, that's correct.
Stockton is just a very indie scene, and we don't really fit in that well. So
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah,
I think go ahead and finish your thought. My thought about.
I think we got it out.
Sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
You can talk over us. It's fine.
My thought about Knockdown, you know, the bottom line, no matter where you're from or your scene or whatever, is it just needs to get in the right hands. Because in the right hands, it will get pushed in the way that you need it to be pushed. It's just getting people to take your, you know, when you send it to people, you know, like there's been certain labels, you know, that say they don't take, you know, people that send it to them and they don't like really review them. And it's like, you got to get your foot in the door with the right people. And in order to do that, it just takes a lot of work. And
I agree.
You know, it's because really the music is great. You don't have to do anything different musically. I don't think you need to fucking re-record and change anything in order to fit some certain box. I think the music is fucking great, and there's no problem with the music and the writing. It's just got to get in the right hands. And I honestly think that there is a subsidiary label of one of these big ass labels that we all love that would take you. It's just for some reason it's not clicking, and we just got to fucking figure it out.
There's a reason why we call the album Anything But Luck. Like, we've worked very hard just to get to the small section of where we are.
Yeah.
But in all reality, a lot of it is luck. Like, it's just perfect timing, perfect place. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really just staying consistent. As far as labels and that kind of thing, it's just always constantly putting it out there and keep it in front of people's faces. Really, my biggest thing is, one of my big goals is I really want to get us on a tour with a decent band, you know, that already has a little bit of legway, because that's how we're going to be able to get in front of other things. It's all word of mouth, really. You go on a lot of these labels' websites, and it straight tells you, like, yeah, we accept demos, but really we get the word basically from our own band saying, hey, you guys should check these guys out. It's that type of thing.
Yeah.
So really, I think the key is just staying consistent with getting a lot of good shows with a lot of good bands.
Right. I think the bands that are the sickest and are the hardest working, and they just abandon any sense of normal life, they're the ones that get it. They get the nut, you know?
Totally.
You know?
There's a reason why a band like The Pairs happened so fast. Like, they were out there working, dude. Like,
yeah, I mean, they hustled for, I would imagine, I don't know this, but I would imagine
like
years.
2 years?
Yeah, but they must have been out there constantly.
It wasn't, it happened pretty quickly for them. Like, it was like,
or it might have just been one of those, things where
like 2
Mike saw it
years.
and he was like, I'm signing them, you know, like.
Yeah. I think that it was the guy from, they became friends with one of the guys from, oh man, now I'm blanking on the band now. They have the double lion logo, or the double tiger logo.
He might know, I don't know.
Anyway.
Red City Radio.
Yeah, Red City. Yeah, so I don't know why I was blanking on that, but I think you can read it on their bio on Facebook. They kind of talk about it. It's just hard work, really. It's consistent.
Yeah.
But no, we have some cool stuff happening right now that we haven't really. Chris kind of knows, but we haven't really talked about it. But we have some cool stuff being worked on. So I think that album is going to get a lot.
Honestly, I mean, I don't want to pop your bubble, and then maybe it's not time, but I'm really happy that happened, or is going to happen possibly. And man, congratulations, you fucking deserve it.
I think it's going to get a lot more recognition here pretty soon.
Yeah, dude, that's all it takes, dude. Just get it out there. Like, once it's out, the shit's going to fucking pop. I'm telling you.
It'll be
I mean,
cool.
that's positive. I'm positive, Nancy.
I wish I could talk about it, but I don't. I don't want to at the time.
Yeah, it's fine. I just want to fucking tell you that the fact that you're getting some recognition for your fine songs and you and Tony's hard effort feels really good to me, man. Awesome.
Good. I appreciate it, and it feels great to me. Like finally, it seems
baby.
like a band a lot longer.
You've got it. You've had it the whole time, man.
Yeah, it feels good though.
Fuck yeah, man.
But
it's a slow burn, and that's tough. You know, I get it.
All that aside, is like I don't even care. I just miss playing shows.
Right?
You know what you should have done? Hey, Chris.
What?
I was thinking about this earlier. I'm talking to Whaley, talking to Chris here. So what I was thinking,
it's confusing.
What would have been the smartest move for you is right when this quarantine happened, you came down here, so we could just put out all the fucking content, and we could just fucking push your shit like fucking all day long. We could sit here and record shit, fucking put all kinds of fucking. But you fucked up.
I did.
You fucked up, dude.
We did have a lot of plans too, though. Like,
hey,
there's still
Fencer, fucking.
Chris is like, nah, cause I don't really feel like mixing right now.
Hey, man.
He's like, I'm too busy. I got all these records. I got fucking.
No, actually, that would have been sick as fuck. And dude, you guys know you're welcome here any time of the day, any day.
Yeah, totally.
But
just playing.
Honestly,
I know you're good. You're good.
The biggest thing for us, like a lot of people right now, is the money thing. Like, not working and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, like okay, I have no money now. It's like, and I have a mortgage, and I have yada yada, and it's like everybody just went into freak mode. You know, we did too. Honestly, it's like holy shit. You know.
Yeah, I honestly, I wish I had some extra dough just to go record some of my own stuff there, because I just want to record everything there.
SE just sent me some they sent me like $5,000 worth of new shit. It just sounds.
Oh my gosh.
Those mics are incredible, dude. They're insane.
Man.
Be my first customer, bitch. What's up? Let me record Chris Whaley.
Yeah, pull one of them bitches. Pull one of those.
I will.
Out,
I'll show you.
Fuck, dude, they're nice, dude. They sent us so much shit. Like, we're so fucking lucky. I don't even.
You guys got like right after we left from what was that
case?
I don't remember the company.
Microphone.
Dude, and this case is not just some fucking cheap ass plastic case.
Are there straight gold bars?
That kind of does the whole thing, but I'll show you the mic real quick.
That's a huge case.
Badass.
Is there a gun in there? What's going on? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
This mic is fucking so good sounding. It sounds so good on vocals and acoustic guitar. It's fucking crazy.
That looks beautiful. I gotta use it. Yeah, dude. No, I would love to just to go record like a song and just put it out as a single. That would be cool. Just to do something.
God damn, this shit's heavy.
Not easy
to lift all that free shit.
I was saying it'd be cool just to do one song and put that shit out as a single. Just to go. Do it.
Well, we do video with it too, and that doubles its potential. I mean, probably it's probably a magnitude of times 4.
As far as Knockdown, we do have a lot of stuff that we want to do, and we planned on doing it before all this quarantine stuff happened. But we still want to put out another EP. Basically, that was going to be all of our fast songs that didn't make it on the record that we had, and then we want to do another full length or whatever. But we're like,
there's a guy that fucking I want to recommend you to, like, for doing like your next like band recording. Unless you want to come to me, that's fine. But actually, I think this guy would fucking do a really good job. And it would give like the next record a different sound, which you got to do. You got to do that. Fucking, his name is Jay Moss. He's over in Boston, like by Boston. But man, he did the Kelly Mossy record. You know Kelly Mossy?
Yeah.
It's great. Like, you guys would be a good fit for Jay, dude. Like, just for like the next thing. You know what I mean? That'd be sick, dude. I don't know. Yeah. Just, I'm not really like, some producers get weird about like, oh, you're not going to come back. It's not me. I got plenty of work. I'm just thinking about like you and like
it's cool to change it up.
we made a rad record, but like I just feel like Jay would make you guys a fucking banging ass fucking EP or record. I feel like that's true. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just an idea.
Yeah, no, we had a couple different ideas floating around, but it just seems so far away right now that I honestly don't even think about
Probably
it.
another year or something.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, if this thing gets picked up and if it gets legs that we did, it might even be 2 years, shit. Because it's like a brand new rebirth.
Man, I don't know.
Knock on wood, right?
It sucks because it's like I would like to just start recording stuff now since we have the time, but
oh, dude, you always do that.
At the same time, it's like I don't want to hold on to a record because when you finish it, you want to release that. But
yeah. The thing that's funny is fucking anytime you get a label like they nibble on the bait, with your band. They always say the same shit unless they're just like so sold from an inside source, like you said.
Yeah.
And what do they say to you?
Garbage.
They say, send me more shit. Let me hear more. Yeah. So if you have that on deck, that's good. That's all I'm saying.
Come in and record an EP. What the fuck? Why don't we just come on over. Let's just fucking do a little EP. Come on.
We have plenty of material too, though. Yeah, that's the thing about quarantine is like, man, we're gonna have so many songs. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
Well, okay, I'll tell you this right now. For like the next month, at least for May, I mean, we ain't doing shit. We ain't even fucking doing sessions till June. Maybe we're doing sessions in June. But it's like it's up to the artists, if they don't feel comfortable, we're not gonna push the issue. But that's kind of the plan. We'll see. Also,
our cameraman. We don't even know if our cameraman will show up. We've had conversations about this over and over.
Crew, bands, everything. For me, I'll walk around in the fucking pimp mask. I don't give a fuck. But I mean, it's just like whatever. If people are comfortable, I'm cool with it. If not, then I'm not gonna push it at all. Yeah. But I think me and Nick are ready to get back to work.
Well, I'll take whatever precaution I can.
Yeah, me too. With respect to this, dangerous virus, but
yeah.
But for your information, and I guess for everybody else watching, I mean, if you guys want to come up and fuck around, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for sure. Like I said, I don't know how Brian would feel. I'd have to talk to everyone. It's a weird place right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, we haven't even really gotten together. I've seen Tony a few times on quarantine, and I've seen Brian, I think maybe twice. Yeah, twice on quarantine.
Well, I mean, if they aren't down with it, I'd fuck with you though. That's fine.
Dude, I'm down. Like I said,
me and Nick just told you that we'll fuck with.
Yeah, dude.
We have nothing.
I got nothing
we are
but
producers
time.
that have nothing to do. Like we're making stuff to do by calling you, and that's gonna change too. Like we're putting out our last band next week that we had in the bank, right? And what's funny about this whole thing is like during its most crazy time, we've been releasing bands every week, and that's dope. But that's about to end, so it's about time for us to diversify and give us a reason to do it, man. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I have plenty of songs for sure. Order up.
No pressure. It's just talk.
The Rambo beer. Or whatever that. What was that stupid beer that Tony liked? That was disgusting. The soy beer. Soy sauce.
Here.
Oh, shit.
It's not Rainbow, I don't think. It's something like that.
I'm so glad I don't drink because I would have probably tried it, and that just did not look good. It was
the worst beer I've ever had in my entire life. Oh, Mamba, that's what it is.
Oh, God.
Rambo. Dude, we strictly got it because we thought it looked cool. But, like, it was disgusting. You can legit pour that beer on some rice and, like, teriyaki chicken, and it'd be perfect. It was so salty and just disgusting, dude. And Tony loved it.
It's a cooking beer. It's a cooking beer.
It tasted like fucking vinegar and soy sauce. It's gross.
It's just meant for cooking.
It was it's disgusting.
Beer. Dude, it was gross. Tony loved it though. He
like, yeah, man, this is pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good, my ass.
Yeah, he loves it, and then the next morning he's just fucking puking his guts out.
Exactly.
Well, he did because the thing is
story of our lives.
And Chris went and fucking bought White Claws instead. and he was drinking those solo. And he drank like fucking like 9 of them.
Yeah, did we buy 2-packs? I don't remember. But
Man, I don't know. That was during the White Claw craze. You know what I mean?
I had not even probably a half of one of those beers because it was so disgusting right out of the gate.
The can that's on my wall was the one that I drank 2 sips out of because I had to double check and make sure I wasn't insane.
It's so nasty.
Maybe I just had like some gum or toothpaste residue. Let's try that again. Nope, that is trash. No. That is hard, fucking hot, steamy trash. So I dumped it out and I hung it on the wall, and there it is.
There was a story where Tony was actually knocked down. Was he? That he was drunk on those Mambas? I can't remember. He was telling a story about that while he was here.
No, so that was I think that was actually during the session.
That was just I don't even think he was drunk. It was when we were outside and there was a dog out over.
Yeah, it was late at night. It was like midnight, and those two, the drummer and the singer and guitar player of that wild band called Knock Dizzy, they decided to go gallivanting around the studio, which is basically an industrial zone, and they found some cones. Now, one drummer, whose name we shall mention, his name is Tony, decided it'd be good to bring them back to the studio so that nobody would hit Chris's car or truck or whatever you want to call it. He had the right idea. Now, while he was carrying these, he started laughing about something dipshitty and then tripped over the cones, shoulder dipped into the concrete, and then just straight up fucking ate bullshit while Chris was recording. And it is the funniest video I think I've maybe ever seen. Legit. He just that eating of poop was so classic. Like, I feel like that should be a meme, dude.
Dude.
Yeah.
I can't. As many times as I've seen that video, dude.
We recorded that. It's so good.
Dude, perfect timing for that.
And your reaction to it, it just adds to it. You know, just like, God. Like
Hey,
that
this
whole,
is like you're not like
so
you're like
annoyed and
turned
so
Nostradamus.
upset.
You like predicted it, dude. This is about to happen. Boom! It happened.
It's just he's like that annoying little brother that is always fucked up and fucking creating shit for you, and you're just like annoyed as fuck.
Always.
That rips drums.
Just super annoyed because I already knew this was happening. It's already really before I started recording. It was already happening for like the last hour. That was a long.
Yeah, so I feel like that whole excursion for Chris, because this is Chris. He goes somewhere, or he sits where he does what his daily life is. But if he goes somewhere, he needs to go on an adventure, right?
Totally.
So this is Chris. He's like, okay, now that I'm here, I gotta go adventure. And it's late at night, and if we haven't done an adventure, we've been trapped in the studio. The studio is not for adventuring. Yeah. So Chris's urge is just to go do that when there isn't work going on. So this is Chris. It's fucking midnight. And Chris doesn't care. He knows he's kind of half cocked and buzzed. He can't drive. So him and Tony go out into the streets out here. Fucking, this is what Tony does. And Chris knows that fucking this little walk is only going 2 blocks and they're coming back. He knows it. So he decides to pull out his phone. He's like, well, might as well record this shit because this is fucking off the chain. This motherfucker's grabbing cones from a fucking industrial site and pulling them to my car to save my car.
Literally stole them.
Yeah. By the way, they stole them back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like, to make those circumstances, all of the things that have to be in place to make that video. I mean, if you consider that, I do. I think it's kind of interesting. It's also pretty funny.
No, it's good. No, I just know his antics. And it's very easy to see when he's in that drunken moment state where he wants to be wild and crazy.
You gotta go with him.
Where he's just going to start yelling.
He might get killed or beat up. Or...
Yeah.
He's such a goofy guy, and he gets loud sometimes, and it's fucking funny, dude.
The Knock Dizzy boys, though, as much as they may fucking fucking be like, "What are you doing?" The other guy's like, "Fuck you, I'm doing it," and the other guy's like, "All right, I love you, I'll go." It's that shit. Like that's the band,
Pretty much.
Pretty rad.
That's like when he falls over, and I'm like, oh God.
Why am I dating you?
It's like, whatever. I guess I'm for this again.
No,
Damn it.
Knock down 5K. There's nothing wrong with that. But, yeah.
Nah, dude, it was a good time, man. It was fun.
Seinfeld joke. Don't
Times that we actually got to go out and venture. It was cool.
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember fucking like day 2. You guys were here. Venture fucking jam on. And so we did a bunch of drums, and that was cool. We got like half the record done in drums in one day, which is impressive as fuck. And then I had to do some editing. And so you guys went out, and you guys left and did not come back for like 5 or 6 hours. You guys were sunburned as shit.
Oh, that's what
walked 10 miles all around the city, and you were completely exhausted. And I had to do drum tracks that night, and Tony was just like,
dude, we walked
the whole thing. Fuck. Because you're
so. Yeah. I don't even know how to explain it. So when you walk back to the main street, okay, so when you go back out to where you would hit the first stop sign by the warehouse, you can either go straight like we usually do, or you can turn right. Okay, so we turned right, and then if you go straight through the street light, it goes down and around into like another industrial part that's right on the water.
Right.
Well, we thought we could our whole mission was to just get to the water, but we couldn't find it. So every place we went, there was no access. So we walked hella far down there.
Whole river, there's only like 2 spots.
Yeah.
Like within a 10-mile radius from here where we're at in the studio. It's fucked up.
Dude, so we had to walk all the way back up, and then we walked across the first huge bridge across the water that took forever. And then we ended up walking downtown for hella days. Copious amounts of days. And then we ended up just asking for directions because I was so hot. I'm like, we need to know where we're going right now. Like,
hi, I've never been here and I'm really hot and I haven't drank water for a while. Can you tell me how to get to the water?
We asked this guy that came out of like this little liquor store, and he looked hella frightened. We came up on him and like, you're like, excuse me. He was such a dick at first because he was so sure that I was about to ask him for some change. Like, I was just like, no. If he started to walk away, I'm like, I just need directions. And so he tells us about this little private beach that's like right on the water, and that's where we ended up going, and it was awesome. It was like,
I did not know about that.
It was right under where the next bridge is down, so it was like right there.
Yeah. So remember where I took you guys, where there was like a dock?
Yeah, that was cool. Much easier to get to.
It fucking wasn't. It was not cool at all because we went down there and like I hadn't been there for like 4 years, right?
Not that dock. Where the rocks were.
But yeah, the rocks was great. But I mean, we made do, right?
Yeah.
But back in the day, like 2013, when I would go down there, there was never anybody there. It was for the fucking boat people.
Yeah. Everyone and their mom was there.
People didn't know it was a thing to do. And then I show up in fucking 2019. Holy fuck. And I was just so mad. I was like, look at all these fucking busters, dude. Yeah, Mom, can I have no mayonnaise on my sandwich? Like this fucking, what the fuck? What the fuck?
It was pretty upsetting because it was so hot.
We walked all, what's fucked up too is when we're going down there, I was so stubborn about it. I was like, we'll find a spot. And Tony's like, we shouldn't probably even do this because it's a long ramp down, right? You have to walk a ways down. And Tony's like, we shouldn't even bother with this because it's like a lot of people. And I was like, I wasn't ready for this. Like, what I said to him was, we should check it out. But what I was really saying was, fuck you, I've never seen this before. We'll find a spot because I'm fucking pissed about it. And so, and so we get down there, and eventually, you guys both looked at me, and you're like, nah. I'm like,
nah.
All right,
I'm not.
Damn it!
Yeah, these people are.
We went around. So we went around to like the little cove, like under the bridge, and it was actually a good time. I mean, we didn't spend long there because it was super fucking hot, and we couldn't get in the water, which is fucked. Yeah. That's the great thing about that dock is you can literally just dive in, dive out, like it's fast,
Did Tony get in for a second?
Nope.
I feel like he didn't. Okay.
I don't know. You and I were playing guitar. We just paid attention to each other. So
I remember we were sitting there. You were playing guitar. I was chilling. And then
we're playing.
Tony started playing catch. He started playing football with one of the guys down there.
That fucking guy. Yeah, well, it's Tony. Tony goes up and goes, "Hey, man,
Guys want to play some catch?
He can be friends. He can be friends with anybody, man. It's true. It's super nice.
Oh yeah, totally.
But yeah, fucking. I think you played a couple of Deftones songs, and then I was just improvising some trash like I usually do. But that wasn't a bad experience though. I just when it comes to like I hear this story about you guys adventuring to find water, and I think I got the spot, and then that happens. I was just so deflated, dude. God damn, that was my takeaway from that.
We literally walked across 3 bridges that whole time. We walked so far down, and we walked to the 3rd bridge, and then finally turned back around to head back to the warehouse. We like walked by where the basketball team plays, the Blazers. We were walking. We walked through some museum that was there. Like dude, I was so burnt. That was like the longest day.
You guys both came back fucking baked, dude. I mean,
it was
not in the
dude.
stuff.
It was really hot that day. It was really hot that day.
So I think we're gonna wrap this up, but I want to give you a chance to plug any links if you need to go look at them, so you can like tell them right. Go ahead, but I think you probably know what they are.
I mean,
whatever links you got, plug you this, plug you that. This is your moment, brother.
It's pretty easy. I don't want to dive too much into that, but it's really just type in search
plug your band real quick though.
Just type in Knocked Down, and we're on every
type
platform.
down Knockdown Band.
Knockdown Band.
Yes. We have our official website too is knockdown.band. So you can anything you need there has every single social media link. That's probably the easiest one.
Hey Chris, I forgot to tell you something when I first called you here with Nick.
What's that?
Love you.
Hey man.
Hey man.
Hey man.
It's good to talk to you, man.
I love you guys.
Thanks for putting up with our bullshit. Love you, bud.
Oh, dude. Hey, I'm gonna have to stop you on your bullshit. No, it's fun, man. It's good talking to you guys again.
Oh yeah.
Talk soon.
Later, dude.
See ya.
All right, man. Peace.
You say it's a mistake, yeah.